Wayne Perro here from Baseball Canada with Andre today. We're going to talk about effectively using the time frame that we have allocated for baseball games in amateur baseball. So, typically games are 7 innings or 2 hours long. How can we maximize the time frame that a game is played in?
And that's very important because most of the time we want to play more innings, and most of the time also we don't play enough because of all those time killers that we have out there.
Give us some examples of time killers.
Yeah, like I'm going to give you one that comes to mind right away is, between innings, like the pitcher goes through his warm-up pitches and then suddenly all the infielders go towards the pitcher and then talk about whatever, and then they disperse and go back to their position. So that's one time killer that if we can eliminate this one, then we could save like important amount of minutes during the course of the game. So that's one example. A second example would be also when it's time to do substitutions. There's always a better way to do it. I see sometimes coaches waiting at the last minute to go. So try to be prepared when you do your substitutions, or maybe send an assistant coach or someone else to talk to the umpire or talk to the scorekeeper if you have a scorekeeper. So those are two examples of time killers.
Yeah, those are time killers definitely in a game situation. So what are some of the solutions that we can employ?
I think one of the most important one, Wayne, is to make sure that we hustle on and off the field between innings. And we see more and more umpires stressing the importance of doing that. So as a coaches, you need to reinforce that as well. And by the time you do that, again, saving important number of minutes during the course of the game. We've seen also organization, association having rule in place to limit the time between inning to a minute, or sometimes I've seen less also. So like at the time the minute is over, then we could start the inning. And also one thing that I've seen too often again is coaches delivering signs when there's no situation, i.e. when there's no runners on bases. Like if you can eliminate those coaches flashing signs when there's no situation, we're going to save.
So is there anything specific that coaches can actually do to lead in terms of saving time?
Yeah, so again, it's all about leading by example. So if I'm in the third base dugout, like my first base coach should be also running to his first base position in the first base coaching box. And the opposite also, if I'm in first base dugout, then we should always run towards our position in the third base dugout. So that's also one example. And just be prepared, just be planned ahead of time so we can minimize those problems.
Great advice, Andre. Lead by example, plan in advance. Good luck with your season this year.